Hello, Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this first impressions walkthrough of the Tarot de Marseille-Waite. I think I first heard about this deck from Dustin, and you may have also seen me talk about this deck on a previous episode of Say Yes to the Deck, where I actually picked a different deck. But the more that I thought about this, the more that I just really wanted to bring it home. So when I was given an Amazon gift card, I used it on this. And I don't think I'm going to regret it. So we're going to dive in. This deck is actually a French deck, and everything is in French. It can be ordered directly from Amazon France, or in my case, I ordered it from Amazon.com. It still came from France. So I think it was just a way to order it. There was just a way to order it through Amazon.com, but it's still shipped from Amazon France. I'm not sure how that all works. But this is from Editions Traject. I'm not going to try to pronounce it properly. I'll bring it up close. Editions Trajectoire France .fr. Essentially what this is a, these are the creators, Emmanuel Eger and Alice Laverty. Sorry, I'm probably slaughtering that. Le Tarot de Marseille-Waite. What's exciting about this is that it has Marseille style-ish style majors and Rider-Waite-Smith style minor arcana, and it's really just, it's pretty. It's pretty. So it comes with this bag. Okay. I'm going to complain. Now, y'all know that I am incredibly spoiled when it comes to tarot bags, but if you're going to include a bag with a deck, why would you include a bag that doesn't fit the deck? And this is not the first time that I've had this experience. I don't understand. It doesn't, maybe it fits sideways. I don't think it does. No. It doesn't fit. Like I was playing with it, like it doesn't close. Like it's too tall. And it's happened to me, y'all, more than once. More than a couple of times, actually. And I don't get it, because, yeah, I'm not a fan of this particular bag. It's nice that they include it, but it doesn't fit. So anyways, complaining aside, I'm just going to set that over there. But again, I know I'm incredibly spoiled when it comes to bags, so I can be ridiculously picky, but I think expecting that the free bag that comes with your deck to fit the deck that you've packaged it with is not too much to ask. Okay. That's probably the only complaint I have of this entire thing, but I had to share. The little booklet is probably not going to be much use to me because I don't speak French. I should learn someday since I live in Canada, and French is one of the 2 official languages of the country. But, yeah. I can probably get Peggy's help. She has some basic French. Maybe with these 2 spreads, I'd be curious. Maybe I could write the positions in. I think it's me. I think it's a relationship spread. I think it's me, them, my intentions maybe, their intentions, the heart or the core of the relationship, and the issue. Like, that's how I think it's probably set up. Anyways, I kind of want to check that out, but I'm not going to be using the guidebook. The box, though, y'all, is really nice. It's, like, sturdy. It's just bigger than deck size, so your cards will slide around in there. It's a nice little box, though. Okay, so I'm going to just put the booklet back in there and get it out of the way. Okay. Paper sleeve. Now, I did go ahead and pull out my little Tarot de Maria Celia in the tin, and I pulled out the majors so we could look at them side by side, because I think it is meant to be Marseille style major arcana, but I think there may be some differences. So we're going to just take a peek and see how true it seems to be. This is fairly traditional, directional tradition. I'm not going to get into colors because I don't know that piece, but we're going to zoom in and we're going to look at these cards. So here's our little, it seems so small. Well, this is a mini deck, but, oh, sizing. I have handy the Robin Wood Tarot next to me, so let me just grab one of the Robin Wood Tarot cards. Oh, I actually thought this was a little smaller, but it's not. It's just ever so slightly narrower and actually a smidge taller. So it's a tiny, tiny bit narrower, but it's also just a, let's do it that way. It's also just a smidge taller. I don't know if that shows. It's just like a tiny little hair taller. So yeah. So it is pretty much standard tarot size. Okie dokie. Now we're going to flip through the cards. So we have the Fool. I'm going to move these because I can't get at the little deck if I do it this way. Okay. Fuss, fuss, fuss. All right. So we have our Fool. The stick, the dog biting at the bum, definitely the same. The Magician. Now this is definitely different because in Marseille we typically only have 3 legs under the table, and this has all 4. This also has the 4 elemental suits, which is more of a Rider-Waite-Smith thing that we normally see. We don't see the sort of sleight of hand magic or street magic happening here that we do usually in Marseille. We'll see the sleight of hand stuff kind of happening, but otherwise very Marseille. The body language, body positioning is very Marseille. Here we have the Papez. The Empress. I love the little foot sticking out. I don't know why I do. Now this Empress, I'm not at all even remotely super knowledgeable about Marseille or anything like that. I noticed that these are very, very similar. This Empress has wings. I'd be curious if that's standard. Because I actually don't know off the top of my head. And she seems to be looking this way, whereas this Empress is looking dead center. So, and since directionality can be important for Marseille majors, I'm just curious. Yep, crossed legs, the shield, both looking to the left. Our Hierophant. Eyes, I think, are kind of going off to this direction, to the right. My right, looking down at the cards. Yeah. I feel like that's, nothing else is jumping out at me. Interesting. This one has the little crosses on the hands, and one hand is kind of crossing over, whereas this hand position, so I'm curious if that's more Rider-Waite-Smith versus Marseille. Definitely have like a Marseille lovers card here. Very, very similar. Chariot. Similar body positioning. Yep. Oh, what happened here? Oh, so Strength is in, wait a minute. Did I not pull out? I don't think I pulled out the Strength card. That might be what happened. Hold on. Okay, I figured out the issue. So I was missing the Justice card for starters, but the Strength card is position 11 in my Marseille deck. So again, I call out to the experts who are watching this. In Marseille, is Strength usually 11 and Justice normally 8. I'm just curious. I'll just move this out of the way. But yeah, I'm wondering about that. I'll just swap positions in this deck. But yeah. Anyway. But yeah, they seemed similar. This feels more Rider-Waite-Smith in a way, but I think it's the coloring that does that for me. But they're both in the right position, so that's good. Wheel of Fortune. That works. Here's our Justice card. Hanged Man. This Hanged Man looks a lot more like distressed than this one. And I think the more peaceful Hanged Man is more of a Rider-Waite-Smith thing. But again, I'm just guessing from memory and from the little teeny bits I know. Love this death. And I know there's other styles of Marseille death cards, but this is one of my favorite styles. Yeah, it's gruesome, but I don't know why, but I like it. This one's really intense. Probably because of that red color. Temperance. So pretty. The Devil. We don't have the like face in the stomach or the eyes in the knees. This feels more Rider-Waite-Smith in a way to me, but it totally works. And then the Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun, and we have the Solar Twins here. Judgment. Interesting that these two characters in this card are facing this way. Mind you, they're looking back towards us in this card too. Interesting. I hadn't really thought about that before as far as Rider-Waite-Smith versus Marseille. And then we have the World card. Okay, so that's the end of the comparing. I'm not going to try to compare the minors because the minors are very Rider-Waite-Smith. But I will have to say what I love is that the art style is cohesive between the majors and the minors. So I've played with other decks where you have Marseille style or more old-fashioned looking majors, and then you have Rider-Waite-Smith minors, but because it's Pixie's art and then other art over here, it just didn't feel as cohesive to me, but I love this. So here's the Ace of Wands, the 2, 3, 4, 5. I love the like soft art style too, the way that the colors are. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very classic. Classic Rider-Waite-Smith clone. Obviously redrawn artwork, but I really love the vibe. I love the medieval look and feel. It's more interesting to me and the colors are softer than in a classic Rider-Waite-Smith, and I love the Marseille Majors. So here we have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Queen, love her, and the King. Cups. So fun. Very medieval. I love this 3 of Cups. It literally feels like these girls are dancing at a medieval party. The 4. It's very peaceful to look at. I love this 5 of Cups. I don't know what it is, but it feels like there's more contrast maybe than in Pixies. I don't know what it is, but something about this, I love it. The 6. 7. 8. I love all the water all over this card. The 9. The 10. Page. Our Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. King of Cups. So recognizable, the artwork. The Ace of Swords. There's these little frames, like you're looking out windows too, which is really interesting. I just bumped my camera, I'm sorry. 3, 4, 5. Look how bummed out they look. 6, 7. He looks like not nice. Interesting too that there's this group of people over here that look like they are celebrating something, like he snuck out in the middle of a party. 8. Very elegant. 9. 10. Then we have our Page. Knight. Look at his face. The faces in this deck are great. Very stern, the Queen of Swords. And the King of Swords. Very no nonsense. Then we have deniers or coins rather than pentacles, which is really nice. So the Ace, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7. I love his facial expression. Again, I feel like the facial expressions are a little harder to pick out in Pixie's artwork, and I love how expressive they are here. I love their little pink cheeks. The 8. I always have to check that there's 8. There was once a deck that came out and it was only 7 and I hadn't noticed, and it's not that it bothered me that there was a mistake. It bothered me that I hadn't noticed the mistake. It's not funny. Anyways, the little things. I love this 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Coins here. It's really beautiful. It's very regal. I love the grapevines. It's all very, again, I feel like it helps me to see Pixie's art in a different way. It's hard to describe. The 10, very Kabbalah, I can't say that all of a sudden. Tree of Life with the coin arrangement, just like in the Rider-Waite-Smith. The Page of Coins, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. I'm going to zoom this out. So I will say the cardstock feels like thin-ish. It's like thinner than like a US Games, but it feels like a standard-ish kind of cardstock. Ooh, it shuffles really nice. It's got a bit of spring to it, so I'm sure it is going to hold up okay. It doesn't feel like a fairly luxurious or like expensive cardstock, but this is a mass market deck. And coming to me all the way from France, I think in Canadian dollars, I spent less than or right around the $60 mark, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not. And we'll do one more here. I mean, it is. I shouldn't say that it's not. That sounded so like whatever, but I don't know. So let's just see. 2 of Cups, the Papez, and the 10 of Cups. Oh, I love it. I love that the artwork feels, it feels very recognizable. It's very clear. It'd be very, very easy to read with, but it's like its own thing. It's its own world. It's its own style. And I love that there are no like copyrights on the back. It's just this really plain, backing style, which I love. So this is a lot of fun. I'm really glad I brought it into my collection. As much as I do love the Hoods Tarot, which is one that I kind of compared it to in my Say Yes to the Deck, I do think this does kind of do its own thing and have its own feel. So I'm really pleased to have brought it into my collection. Can't wait to hear what you guys think. Do you have this one yet? Have you seen it before? Have you scooped it up? Let me know your thoughts on it. Have you worked with it? Do you like it? How do you like it compared to like a Rider-Waite Smith or a Marseille? I have so many questions. You don't have to answer them all, but I'm ever curious. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Do remember to click the like button if you enjoyed the walkthrough. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and click the bell to be notified of my future videos. As always, all of my relevant links are down below. Thank you so much for joining me, and may your magic always shine from the inside out. Bye, guys.